One. And you are live. This is Ted Hicks, Late Night Parents, with Tony D. Tony D is in the queue. Tony, how you doing tonight?
Trying to maintain, man. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's midweek. I don't want to say the date or anything because for prosperity and everything else, what I kind of like to do is, not going to actual scores and stuff like this because some of these pods that we've been doing over the years, when you don't put a date on it and you just start talking about the subject matter, people are clueless. If it's an old show, new show, and the like. But a couple things going on. I know you got a busy schedule.
Yeah.
You kind of sandwich me in between Smoke and Glick and all the rest of that. Dude, you like the hardest working man in podcasting.
I'm just saying, I be trying to be out there for the people, man. People
Yeah.
want this is a hobby for me. This isn't a job. I'm actually enjoying myself. I do this for fun. And I'm grateful for anybody who's paying attention, plain and simple.
I hear you. So it's the third Tuesday in September. And do you know what happens at the third Tuesday of every September? There's because nowadays there's a day on the national calendar for basically everything. And today happens to be National IT Professional Day. So I know a lot of people years ago, people would be like, oh, what is that? And everything else like that. But nowadays, IT is entwined in all of business and everything that really happens. So there's usually, no question about that. So what I'll do is play what National IT Day is.
Right, go for it.
Day calendar. Now more than ever, the world is held together by information technology. If IT makes you crazy as a business owner, then rejoice in the fact that IT professionals can tackle the heavy lifting. From desktop to laptops, no one untangles your tech issues like an IT professional. And while you may not have hung out in high school, you're going to want a nerd in your corner when your server goes down. End users can celebrate too, as that quality experience you enjoy is no accident. You can probably thank a whole host of geeks who work hard to create and maintain our virtual experiences. On National IT Professional Day, celebrate the unsung heroes who keep the digital world safe and humming. I'm Marlo Anderson with the National Day Calendar. See you again tomorrow as we celebrate every day.
So today was National IT Day. As I mentioned before, it's usually annually the third Tuesday in September, and it honors the geeks of the world, as everyone relies on them to get connected. Information technology professionals are unsung hero of the modern business. These underappreciated whizzes tackle the obstacles that leave the rest of us scratching our heads. Whether it's desktops, laptops, mobile devices, applications, servers, networks, databases, or cyber security, IT professionals keep the business humming. However, there's a lack of understanding by business leaders and end users of the importance in the role that they play in the difficulties and complexities associated with modern IT. So, shout out to everyone that is an IT professional.
Word. Big ups to y'all, because people are using IT all over the place. Don't even play with it.
So I want to definitely shout them out. It's a job I've been doing. Next year, 2023, Tony, I'll be in IT for 25 years.
Wow.
25 years. And if I wasn't in IT, I think I would have a full head of hair. That's how
Probably.
stressful the job is.
This is what I know. This is what I know. I went to college for management information systems. Y'all got it.
Yeah, man. So we'll flip from there. And as I was talking about the head full of hair, we got to go there because guess what? Somebody got a haircut today.
Yeah, they was on them.
They was on them.
They was on them. They was on them.
And so shout out to Complex Sports that shows the picture of Michael Jordan with hair, without.
On
the
them.
late great Kobe Bryant,
Right.
with and without hair.
And without.
And a very young LeBron James and prime Bron.
Yeah.
You know,
They was on them. They was on them by their hairline. They've been on them his whole career.
His whole career, dude.
Whole career. I ain't mad at him.
Finally. It's about damn time, Bron. Come on, man.
I think he was there for a minute at one point, but I think he's just going to maintain it now. They was on him, man. Y'all better leave that billionaire
Yeah, they was on him. Come on, man. You know, so a question that I'll ask you, but I'll share my experience first. So I started shaving my head when the Knicks were in the playoffs in the early 90s. Remember during like
the
playoff runs in like May
versus Indiana and
Indiana and all of that stuff. And going up against the Bulls, going up against Miami.
Yeah.
So every spring I would shave my head. And guess what? I think it was like playoffs of 97. I shaved it. And I noticed each time that I shaved it, less and less hair was returning.
I didn't realize I was going bald for so long. Every time I try to grow a box, it would stop at a certain height. I ain't know.
Yeah, it was for me. It was like sparse in certain areas, and it was funny because I remember when I was this before I got married. My wife was like, "It's okay, you know, it's okay." I was like, "What's okay? What are you talking about?"
She gave you the pitiful speech.
Yo, she gave me the speech.
Just go ahead and cut it off and save all that money right there. You do
Just go ahead and do it.
Let me throw it out there. You can buy you a nice little 4-pack of razors that last you a couple of months. Save you that barbershop money. Just go ahead and take it off. Do it like this. That's all you got.
Take it off. You look so much younger.
Yes.
You don't look, you don't have that George Jefferson type look.
Man, I'm gonna be looking like Roscoe Lee Brown on the Cosby Show soon. That's why I just take it off. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when at first we aim to deceive.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm so happy. I mean, I'm so happy for LeBron.
Bill LeBron, I mean, it's a phase. You're at that age, man. You can let it grow if you want to. Just go ahead and nip it in the bud like this. Maintain your youth.
He's got his grown man look now with the beard.
And I really want to get on you and take some of that beard and put it up there. You be all
right. And it's like I was wondering for like maybe the last 3-4 years, Tone, what was he holding on for?
Because it's his. It's probably good. You have certain traits, certain characteristics nobody else has. Is money. Michael Strahan said he wasn't going to get that gap in his mouth fixed. That was his trademark. Okay. And I give you that. You married. You got a family. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't doing nothing. The hell what people say, like Public Enemy said. You True. Good, bro. But go ahead. Go and take a shot at it. I started doing this 2000 when my oldest was about to be born.
Mm-hmm.
I got to save money. Actually, I want to say it's 2001. So I got to save money for his haircuts. I'll cut mine off and I can take him to the barbershop. Right. Save money once a week.
So I got to ask you, when was the last time you were actually in a barbershop getting your hair cut?
2000, 2001.
Okay.
Now I go forget when I had my little beard going, my little goatee, my chin strap goatee going. I did that for a couple of years. That started getting expensive. That's about $50 a month. Because they charge you for this. Just do this. It's the same as a haircut these days.
Right.
Yeah, so I just started bumping. I tried to do it myself a couple times. Can't do it. Had a couple homeboys hook me up. Cool. But after a while, just take it off. I ain't got to bother nobody.
Tell me what were some of the, like, I've got a story because I went with the Dollar Shave. Okay. I went with Dollar Shave with some low budget, low end blades. Tone, this had to be like 3 years ago, where I was shaving one morning and I heard rip. Tone, I looked up.
I got a few of them stories, yeah.
Tone, it looked like I was in the WWE and I got hit with a chair shot.
You got a runway. You had a runway. Yes.
I looked like I got hit with a chair shot, the amount of blood that was coming down.
Yes. I've done that a couple times. Rushing. What we can't do is rush when we shave. If
Yes.
you don't get anything out of the movie Barbershop, when Cedric the Entertainer said you got to take your time.
Yes.
I take a good 20, 30 minutes to do all this. And the key, let me go ahead and do this out while we got time up in here. The key to having a bald head is to see how long you can have no stubble.
Yes.
That's the key. You can get it cut, clean, shaved, but I would always see dudes and it would be super clean. I mean, the shine was everywhere. You saw no traces of hair. You saw no straight lines. It didn't look like they was rushing when they were doing the backyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to get it right. Yeah. And then when you finish, you got to run your hand across, see if you catch the spots. Go back over real quick. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back up under there. You got to run on the damn bone line on the chins and everything. Yeah, it's hard work. It's hard work. Then the kicker is you got to clear your skin. We got to get rid of our razor bumps. That's the hardest thing for us.
Yes.
I actually went to an Asian store when I first started, and they had bump remover, the hair bump remover, and to get rid of the spots. You had to put it on at night. I used to think it was crazy, girl, like you going to bed with Noxzema at night. Okay. But if you did it for about a week, after a while, you would feel the hairs popping out. So the stuff did work. Okay. It does work. I will say that, but I got a partner from high school. He was doing beauty products. I was just watching his Facebook Live one time, and they had shaving stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'll buy your shaving stuff, your aftershave stuff, and the facial wash, the microdermabrasion facial wash.
Yes. I think I shared with you and
I gotta resupply this year.
I think I shared with you, Brian, and JoJo. I'd taken a flick with a charcoal mask one time.
I gotta do that. I'm gonna try that once.
Yo, let me know because I think I might have some excess stuff. Because one of my friends,
if I can get rid of these bumps, I'll do it. That's the biggest thing. Get rid of them scars.
One of my friends, one of my wife's friends, she works for not Avon, maybe Mary Kay.
Mary Kay or Avon, one of the two, yes.
Yeah, the one that's Christian based, she works for. So it might be Mary Kay, and
I'm not sure which one is it.
It might. I think it's Mary Kay because I don't think it's Avon.
I don't
but
know
she sold me some moisturizer products, and I know we might be going a little bit left for some people, but dude, the stuff works.
You gotta get your skin back balanced, and a lot of these scars is oils, toxins, everything. The key for us shaving, you got to do the warm towel thing, let it sit.
Yes.
You got to do the hot water thing when you lather up and all that. You got to let it sit there, open everything up. And then when you shave, you got to clean your face off afterwards. I'm going to give y'all my secret. I will warm my face up, warm water, get the microdermabrasion soap, then put the shaving cream on, let it sit. Then when I shave it, then when I finish, I put peroxide alcohol all over. Let it sit about 5 minutes. Let it sit about 5 minutes. Open everything out, clear it all up, clean my face afterwards. I'm good.
Yeah, there's a science to this. There's actual science to this where
there's tactics. Yes, there are definitely tactics.
I tend to only use the blade a couple of times a week. I have like a trimmer, one of those circular trimmers.
The Norelcos?
Yes.
Yeah.
And from there, you can then take the blade to it, and you're really not, you're catching.
Stupid clean.
It's beyond clean.
2002.
Yes.
When I did one time, it was crazy. I turned the AC off, opened all the windows, just sat and just got hot. Then I went to go shave. Did the Norelco, They the clippers, then in the Rocco, then the triple blade. I didn't have no stubble for 3 days.
No, it's crazy.
It's hard work.
It's crazy.
Hard work.
Hang on.
You good?
So let me quickly go to Tone. What's this about? I gotta pull it up because I saw the story on it and I was just like, come on, man. Come on, people. Like, what are we doing?
Come on. That's what they're doing.
What are we doing?
It's what they're doing.
You know, you really gotta ask yourself. Gotta run it back to Tone. What is this?
I did see when you put that up there earlier.
Cooking chicken in NyQuil is dangerous.
I tried to forget that I saw this on purpose.
What are we doing?
Next, they're going to do it with turkey, and you already know turkey makes you sleepy. So now they're going to do this to help them go to bed at night. Y'all sitting here making scissor up chicken. Stop it. Stop it.
I mean,
Get you some teriyaki, get you a marinade. Stop using NyQuil.
but we talked about Tide Pod challenges, and we talked about we've done this before. This is nothing that's new, and this is something else. This is why, Tone, social media is super dangerous.
Social media has to be used properly. We have to use it properly. Even in my recent exploits as a newly found member of TikTok, I'm trying to pay attention to more of the serious videos. There's videos that have a message more than the trash that's up there. And TikTok, internet, there's more trash than truth.
Yes.
This is influential. We got to be careful about the stuff putting up there. Yeah, it's a news article. Yeah, it's going to get you your views. Yeah, it's going to get you your subscribers. But do you really want people to follow this? And as you read the article, I hope they drop some truths and some facts up in there. That's all I hope they do. But I will stop it.
So the FDA is warning the public over social media challenge that involves cooking chicken in NyQuil.
Unbelievable.
So, Tone, this is not our generation, is it?
Let me be honest. Let me be clear. Let me go ahead and sound like my elders. I don't know what's wrong with a bunch of you knuckleheads these days. Y'all done lost y'all minds.
So the FDA says
breathing in boiling NyQuil can harm the lungs if the chicken isn't eaten. If you're going to cook it,
TT's on the way.
Why wouldn't you eat it?
Let's see.
But y'all doing too much of these challenges, y'all. Y'all doing too much.
So
I'm a challenge y'all.
In boiling NyQuil can harm your lungs. Tone, what is this? So the FDA says these social media challenges have previously forced the FDA to issue a warning that some teenagers died after taking part. And
wow.
That's where we are.
Wow.
So are we doing stuff for clicks now?
We're doing stuff to see how far we can go and how extreme we could be without costing ourselves. And that's exactly what the problem is when they start dying. Yes. Agreed. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That's it. Plain and simple. For those who play it back, read it again.
Dude,
keep medicines away from the kids since we was kids. Don't go on mommy and daddy's medicine cabinet. Don't go under the sink. Matter of fact, don't go under no sink.
I mean,
we're down in no way.
The fact that we have to do this. These articles are available on latenightparents.com. Unfortunately, that we have to talk about stuff like this, but people get your lives together. I'm serious.
Get your mentalities together. I don't know.
Get your lives together. Get yourself together. Come on.
Get your head right.
Wanted to talk to you about the rudest cities in the U.S. Tone.
Yeah.
The rudest cities, and let's start it from the top. This was a guest post for Late Night Parents. The rudest cities in the U.S. And you can see the picture right here. This is mansplaining, Tone. Tone, this is mansplaining right here on a subway where a guy has his legs squatted as far as apart as they possibly could be. Come on, brethren. Get yourself together.
Come on. I already know what cities. Yep, I knew it.
So there's, I don't know. So according to a study at Preply, over 1,500 residents from 30 large metropolitan areas were surveyed on rude behaviors and overall rudeness of their city. Tone, what did they find?
Philadelphia, Memphis, NYC. I already knew NYC was in. I knew Philly was in.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, I didn't know was rude, but I knew Memphis had two sides to it.
New York. So the most
behaviors people absorb by their phones. That ain't rude. That's people minding their business. I'm gonna address that in a minute. Refusing to let people merge in traffic, got that. Being noisy in shared spaces. That's just damn disrespectful. Y'all ain't gotta be loud when you're on the damn phone. My mom called me when I was doing that one time. I think it was 06. She was like, "Why are you so loud?" I said, "I'm just talking. Everybody else is doing this. It ain't got to be you." Message.
Right.
People being absorbed in their phones. Let me talk to everybody for a second. I said this last year.
Go ahead.
Do y'all remember when we was kids and we was always doing something? Our parents would always tell us, go somewhere, go find something to do.
Yes.
Now you got your cell phones to do it. How was that rude?
Well, no, our parents would say, go outside.
You ever say go outside or go to your room and just get out my face?
Yes.
Now you got your phones and they're mad that they're not only not in your face, that they're not only in their room, that they're not only outside talking with other people. You complain about what they're doing. Everybody out there, if you got a cell phone, do something constructive and positive with it. My biggest challenge to any and everybody out there, let's learn the law. Let's learn who created the law. Then let's learn where they got it from. That'll keep us occupied for the next 2 years. Because we ain't never going to find out the whole truth based on that pyramid of power that I seen on YouTube about 7 years ago. There ain't nobody answer or explain yet. Y'all get at me with that one. Y'all get at me with that one.
Well, what about letting people merge in traffic?
That's me. Me being from New York, that's going to happen. You don't let nobody merge in traffic. There's a gap, you take it when you're trying to get ahead. Okay. What's a turn signal? Turn signal is for when traffic's congested. Other than that, that's New York. That's just what I'm used to.
Being noisy in shared spaces. What does that mean?
Being noisy, like when you're on a train, when you stand in line, when you're somewhere. Some people just want to be heard and make sure everybody can hear them. They got to have the loudest voice. We got to fix that too. And that goes to everybody. Black, white, old, young, east, west, north, south, rich, broke, all of y'all. Some of y'all loud as hell. And ridiculous. And a bunch of y'all breath stink. Cut it out.
It said Memphis ranked highest in 5 common rude behaviors, the most of any city.
I've never been to Memphis.
I've never been to Memphis, Tennessee either, but
I've been there.
Patton's from Tennessee, and so is Joy.
Yeah, they're from Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee. Actually, Joy's in Memphis. I think Joy's in Memphis.
Sweet Pea's from Tennessee, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I've known some rude LA folks, New Orleans folks. I've also known some courteous people from the same cities. I can't talk much about Memphis. I don't know enough about Memphis, so I don't know enough people from Memphis. I know the couple people that I did know were loud as hell, excluding Joy. I knew some loud jokers. Louisiana got some loud folks.
Of
Florida.
the total respondents, 76% agree that Americans tend to act rudely when traveling abroad,
Yeah,
even if it's unintentional.
because they're trying to be the greatest and the greatest country in the world, and they're gonna show themselves everywhere else. Listen, native New Yorkers, we got a problem. Every time we go somewhere, we tell everybody how much New York is the shit, and they're tired of hearing it. We rude. We rude. I did it for 7 years in Alabama. I'm damn near still doing it now.
So we know the top three. Are you shocked that Las Vegas, Nevada is rude?
Yes. I've been to Vegas.
I've been to Vegas twice.
Vegas is business. Vegas is business and money. If you ain't got no money, there's nothing to talk about.
Right.
That can be considered rude. Boston,
Massachusetts?
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm a native.
It tends to be rude and a few other things.
Yes. Detroit, I can believe that. Most people in Detroit, they're not a problem unless you are to them.
San Francisco, California, Silicon Valley.
No, I can't believe that. I've never had a problem with people I met from there.
Washington, D.C.
Can be. D.C.'s all right, but it can be. And I spent a year in that region. It's all right, but it can be.
Los Angeles, California.
I've known good and bad.
Houston, Texas. Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian. Shout out to a couple people I went to college with from Houston. I got a hard time believing that personally.
Phoenix, Arizona.
No, not from me. Not from my aspect, no.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Go down there at the wrong time, say the wrong thing, watch what happens. Spoiler alert, a bunch of y'all got family down there. You don't even know it yet.
Seattle, Washington. Another Silicon Valley.
Seattle, I've never had a problem with, but that's high-end, expensive. I could see snobby. I could see miserable due to the rain, because apparently a bunch of those people are depressed because of the weather. That's the stereotype. But other than that, a couple of people I had met from up there, never had a problem. Louisville, Kentucky. Not that I know of. I actually got a friend from Kentucky. But that's just
hang on one second.
Got a couple of friends from Kentucky. No, I gotta disagree with that. I'm surprised New Orleans isn't up there. Very hospitable, but very ready.
I think yeah.
Hospitable, but very ready. Trust me. New Orleans people are very ready. They have no fear.
Philly 1, Memphis 2, New York number 3. It says over 70% of the respondents also agreed that the individuals living in cities were ruder than people living in rural areas.
Huge debate and a very big disagreement with that. Now that picture right there, that's straight New York traffic.
That's New York traffic.
I really kind of missed that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, the most rude behaviors were, Tony, number 1.
Yes. No debate. None whatsoever.
Not letting people merge in traffic in public. That's total NYC right there.
Yes, very NYC. If you on the belt and there's room, you take it.
Yes.
If there's room,
There's nothing like driving on, some people say Van Wyck, some people say Van Wyck, the Jackie Robinson.
You say Van Wyck.
Belt traffic?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The belt and the Grand Central.
Yes. You're ready to hurt somebody.
The Jackie Robinson's pretty steady, but the Jackie Robinson only gets congested going to the Grand Central.
Yes.
That's it.
Once again, not letting people merge in traffic in Memphis. I've never been to Memphis. Have you?
Never been to Memphis. I don't know enough about it. Never been to Memphis.
Okay. Not slowing down your vehicle in front of pedestrians. Boston.
Wow. That's why your insurance is so high.
Being loud in public.
That ain't just Memphis. Stop it.
Not acknowledging strangers.
Boston. That's New York too. We didn't say nothing to nobody. You got to shoulder bump and kept it going because you got
you gave them an ice grill in New York.
That's it.
But where you down south, people are so nice and loving and
yes, they
adorable.
Are. For 30 years I've been down here. That is the truth.
Not acknowledging strangers. Boston.
That's not just Boston. It's not. Watching videos in public. So I don't know what level y'all took it to, but half of y'all getting recorded in public.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to it. Not acknowledging strangers. Oh my God! You know, it's just like
a lot of major metropolitan areas. You don't acknowledge strangers because if you're in a major.
So, Tom, whatever happened to stranger danger?
That's for the kids. You know, we some knuckleheads. That's for the kids. The kids are saying that now. Grown folks, I mean, ladies, don't go nowhere by yourselves. That's stranger danger for real. Fellas, we starting to have a problem too. Let's just acknowledge that too.
Tone, number 7 is me to the T. Even though I don't live in Philadelphia, but I've been there talking on the speakerphone in public.
That's not just Philly. Matter of fact, some of y'all talking on speakerphone while you're driving. Y'all got the phone up here while you're talking. And then you want to try to use turn signal. Look at you can't do that. You got Bluetooth in the car. If you don't got Bluetooth in the car, you get the headset with the wire. Next.
Tone, closed off body language. Someone with their arms closed off. Hey, don't talk to me. Body language.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not necessarily rude. That's because you're in public and you ain't trying to deal with nobody. No respect for personal space. I don't even know what we want to take that. Rude to serve. Yeah. Is that the customers rude to service staff? Because that's in a lot of more cities than just. I don't know who y'all was talking to. Let me tell y'all, like I tell the people on Family Feud, I don't know who y'all was talking to. That ain't just Memphis.
And the bonus message is non-locals were shown to be ruder than locals, 55% to 45%.
I see that a lot in Atlanta. I have. I've seen that a lot in Atlanta. I've seen that a lot in Montgomery.
I'm going to read a brief editorial, Tone. I'll ask you to respond, and then we're going to close this baby out.
Sure.
The editorial is as follows. Employers no boost for boosters. Employers are not so mysteriously staying quiet about the latest COVID vaccine rollout. While some companies have already quietly rolled back mandates, the White House earlier this month called on businesses to encourage worker access to the new COVID booster. So far, the response has been slow, seemingly putting an end to employers' active role in combating the pandemic. Some Americans willing to get boosted did not even realize a new shot was available. The president may have given businesses cover not to push the latest booster vaccines when he told 60 Minutes in an interview that aired Sunday that the pandemic is over. You heard the President Biden say what his advisors did not expect him to say.
The pandemic was over, but he said something else. We still got a problem, I think it was what he said.
It is the way people are acting wherever you go. So these comments sent vaccine stocks reeling, with Moderna posting the largest drop in the Standard & Poor's 500 on Monday. The first time around, when COVID vaccines were brand new and nationwide rollout was picking up steam in early 2021, countless businesses were vocal advocates for vaccinations. Now, employers have grown skittish about the politically charged nature of vaccines. Plus, we're noting that the vaccines, while still highly effective at preventing serious cases, don't work as well to prevent transmissibility of the latest highly contagious variant. Tone, is it a less compelling case for businesses to take a strong stand on it?
Businesses don't have to take a stand as strong anymore because they're not as liable anymore. Before, you couldn't even deny people contracting the virus in your establishment.
Right.
You were held liable, especially if you had your people there for a duration, and the duration being longer than the normal 6 foot 15 minute deal.
Right.
So they was in trouble with that. They were liable. They were also firing people for not getting vaccinated, firing people for didn't want to get tested. They had a big case against them. The pandemic being over, with all the conspiracy theories against it, okay. But we still got an issue with the virus affecting people itself.
Tone, I'm gonna let you take the floor for one quick sec, all right?
Oh, got you. Personally, from everybody out there, let me tell you my situation. I tested positive in January. I still go through symptoms today. The first 6 months was tearing me up. Low energy, shortness of breath, a lot of fatigue, dizziness, brain fog, vertigo, all of that. I do not suggest playing with it at all. I did not take it serious. I was not worried about it. I've had a lot of vaccinations in my life. I didn't think twice about a virus with every shot I've had in my life. I was wrong. It's up to you. I highly recommend everybody get your health up. I did a lot of preaching on this last year. Get your health up. Get your health up. Get your health up. That means your hygiene. That means your cleanliness. That means your body fat. I'm going to go ahead and say it. That means your mental stress, because everybody was emphasizing mental health. Stress and anxiety were going to be against you if you contracted the virus. It was documented in the beginning. It's airborne. We're not necessarily going to win, but recently what I saw was everybody has pretty much built a natural immunity over the past 2 years to the virus. Take it for how you want it. This is what's out there. Outside of any and everything that's wrong, let's look at the facts and build ourselves along those lines.
Got it. Tone, where can we find you for the rest of this week? Because you air everywhere.
Probably be on. I know I'll be on YouTube. Tony D on YouTube. I know it's going to be hard to find, but definitely find me on Twitter. TONYTON163. Find me on Instagram. TONYTON72. Find me on TikTok. TONYTON19723. Find me on Twitch. TONYTON72. I will primarily be on Twitter and TikTok more than anything. Actually, I'll narrow it down. You'll see me on Twitter a lot.
You know what I'm going to do for you?
Yes.
I'm going to go to the site, Linktree, where we're going to have a link tree, and it's going to be linktree.com/Tony D. And when you click on the link tree, it's going to bring you to your social media channels and everything else like that. Because you, I think, need one location that people can click on, and then from there, it can dovetail to other places.
I would have that if Reach would let me back in. Shout out to Reach.me.
Shout out to Mark Goldman.
Shout out
Mark,
to
we almost thought we were back in.
The former haps.tv/haps.co. Currently,
we thought we were back in, Mark.
Get at your boy. I got
Where's the love?
I got you for the next few months. Get at your boy.
Yeah, so
no strikes, no drama, no complications.
No. Yeah, but it's not you, it's everyone else.
I know, but I got the message last week with the survey. I filled out the survey. Please read my comments. Get at your boy.
It's everyone else. It's
I heard. All I'm saying is holler at your boy. I know what I want to do. If you don't like what I did, do me a favor. Run all my previous broadcasts. Get back to me with an analysis or synopsis or some sort of memorandum, and I will work on my improvements. But holler at your boy.
So listen, gonna jump back on here about 48 hours from now.
Okay.
Maybe for something a little longer. Maybe something with Brian, with Smoke, with JoJo.
Everybody's waiting for you.
All right.
Everybody's waiting for you. However you want to do it.
Other than that, I will be watching Saturday Night Smoke because I know he did a stream last night. Mm-hmm. Also catch up with you, Glick, and the team talk about everything on that because you guys run pillar to post.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still trying to put something together. I got a couple of ideas. It wouldn't last long enough. I might combine it with the football broadcast. I'm trying to get the fantasy football broadcast individual. Then I'm trying to build up a current events broadcast. It's just about what's on the news. I do know we got a movie coming. I think Black Adam's coming out real soon.
Yes, Black Adam's coming out.
Morbius is on Netflix. I got to finish watching that.
Have you been watching She-Hulk?
Yes.
I didn't watch the last 2 episodes, so I'm gonna watch those, and I'll be able to talk about them.
It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. They just want to be critical.
It's a comedy. It's
a story. It's a story. Yes.
It's technically a legal comedy.
Yes.
So it's not Ally McBeal to say,
no,
but you know.
But she is tripping on it. It's pretty good. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
It's a comedian. Must we always have the doom and gloom? The world. In a world where it's about to end.
Agreed.
We have our heroes. No. Come on. If you love Wong, if you love some of the B-level characters, everyone's coming through there. I think it's a good thing.
It is. Like I said, I got no problem with it. I've checked it out. Apparently, The Marvels is going to be pretty excellent when it comes out.
Oh, cool. Cool.
When it comes out.
And I think Andor drops tomorrow.
I saw that.
3 episodes are dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
So I don't know if you noticed that this Disney stuff, for the most part, a lot of these shows are only 30 minutes. And the opening and the closing, the runtime, these shows are like 22, 23 minutes.
Yes. Classic television.
That's what they are.
Classic TV shows are 30 minutes. There's about 20 minutes of shows, and everything else is advertisements. Have you been watching Raising Kanan?
We got to talk. We'll talk about that on Thursday. Yeah. We'll talk about that on Thursday. I love that show.
Excuse me. I do too. Thank you. A lot of action. Great story.
Bless you.
Sorry.
I think I like the slow burn of the story and how they are developing the characters.
It feels real to me.
Yeah.
Couple things I got questions about, but the storyline is real to me.
Well, there's going to be some retconning of the story because of, I don't think the stuff that they were talking about in season 1 of OG Power, that it's kind of some of the stuff you can tie in on these shows, that's predates it 30 years.
Yeah.
So some of that stuff is going to be hard, but other than that, Tony D, we're going to close this thing out, but we could talk Raising Kanan on Thursday.
Absolutely.
I'm sure we'll be able to talk about a couple other things. Maybe we'll talk about this whole the migrants getting shipped all over the place from the governors of Texas and Florida. So Brian, if you're listening, I think I'm gonna have you come on and talk about that hot topic because you represent that specific state, and it's kind of crazy.
Brian.
It's kind of crazy. And now there's some class action lawsuit, and it's just like, what in the world is going on?
You're gonna send them to Martha's Vineyard. Y'all must not be going there no more.
It's I mean, don't get me wrong, Tone, it's gangster. It's gangster. It's like to do something like that. To send them outside of Harris's house. That's
underlying story on that. That was kind of off the key. That was off the rails.
Yeah, it's like you're sitting there, you're like, well, what's going on? No matter which side of the story you tend to lean on.
I was like, what are they doing? And they did what? That's exactly what I said.
It's so it's kind of where we are. We're getting ready to close it out. Tone, want to thank you as always for coming through.
Appreciate you, man.
We shall talk. And that's really it. We're getting ready to close it out at almost 45 minutes. Almost 45 minutes. I think that's a good place to stop.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Thursday we talk about the special master. the special master. Maybe we'll delve into the dirty world, in a world of dirty politics.
Oh boy.
Tony, Ted, Brian, JoJo, and Smoke.
The OPH himself, the opinionated, politically homeless.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a deep dive there. But other than that, bro, I will talk to you. Thank you once again.
Appreciate you, man.
And this is Late Night Parents, and we are out.